All right, welcome back, everybody. Let's hit that like and subscribe button before we get going here. We are on week 2 of March of Minimates. On the first day, Monday of that week, of week 2, is Alien Encounter. So basically, I wanted to do an Alien shot. It's been a while since I've gotten one in. And this setup really turned out pretty cool. We just basically have Ripley going down a hallway, and then, we got this alien in the background, kind of sneaking up on her. It's nothing based out of the movie or anything. I just wanted to do a cool setup featuring her and an alien, and just doing my best to give it that, feel of the movie set where you're inside of that, steel inside the spaceship and stuff where it's very mechanical, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Just filling in all the spots in the back with different electronics, or different, like that generator wheel and TV screen and everything else. So and then hitting it from different directions with different colors. I got a purple light on that top roof paneling. Thought that would look pretty cool for this picture. It's not going to be featured in here much, but you'll see it. And then a red light in the back, a yellow light kind of hitting Ripley from the side or whatever. So turned out pretty good. Really like this. Yeah, really like it. Good first shot to get on this video. Let's go to another one. All right, so we got a cool shot again. Really turned out good. This is day 2, Tuesday of week 2, and it's post-apocalyptic survival. I do have these colored lights on. I'm going to shut those off because they're doing the high-pitch thing again. It's not that one. It's this other red one. But yeah, just kind of lighten up my sentinels in the background. Going for this really cool abandoned building look, with Wolverine hiding out as 2 sentinels are passing by in the background. So it turned out pretty good. Very happy with it. I don't know what else to say. Just kind of filling in this, making it look like a living room that's been collapsed in on. You can't really see. He's got a recliner behind him. To get him to sit on the ground and look normal, you've got to take the torso off and sit him. God, I should use different colored pants so you can see better. But yeah, he looks really good. He's posed very well. The sentinels matched up before I started messing with him and playing with my recliner back there. Very original. I think this feels like an original picture. I like the way it turned out. Let's go on to Wednesday, which I believe is high flying acrobatics. So what we have here is probably, well, I know it's my favorite picture of the year so far. It's probably going to be, I'm sure it's going to end up being my favorite of the year. I guess it's still early. It's like, mid-March, and we are not even halfway through March of Minimates yet. But this turned out exceptionally good. It's the middle day of the second week, and it's high-flying acrobatics. And we have Spider-Man knocking the Green Goblin off his glider, and just made this really, really cool backdrop. They're up on wood dowels. Those of you who've been following me for a long time, you've seen that a bunch of times. And just really filling in and giving it an amazing background. I could have made this background much simpler, but this really gives it that New York feel of structures. Just after structure, you're not going to see the skyline at all. And it turned out great. I'm really happy with it. As I said, this is probably going to be my favorite picture of the year. I know it is so far, so it turned out really good. Spider-Man always seems to pull it out of me. We actually have my other favorite one, Thor. I'm hoping I can do some magic with Thor, but Spider-Man and Thor, for whatever reason, they're not even 2 of my favorite, absolute favorite characters or anything. They always just kind of do really well in front of the camera. So, and this turned out great. So, let's go on to the next picture. It's either Mystical Realms or Robots. I forget which one. All right, so day 9, I think it is. Week 2, day 4 is fantasy or something, fantastical realms or something like that. But it's just basically, fantasy, Lord of the Rings style stuff. Originally, I was going to do Thor in Hell with, Hela, and I just could not come up with an idea off the top of my head. And basically sat here frustrated and eventually just gave up on it. I did end up making this Dio here, which turned out pretty darn good if you ask me. But yeah, I just broke out the Pathfinder mates. And we got these two, a ranger, and I forget this gal's name, but they're on kind of like this cliffside deal. And, a bunch of goblins come up on them. That old story. So basically, yeah, they're just finding out now that they're being followed. I thought I had more than 4 of these guys, but after like getting them out, I'm like, oh yeah, I only do have 4 of them. I could use like 8 more or something. Like this isn't even my standard. I need 4 army builders per army builder. Goblins are something that you could really get a good use out of. I think you could jam 12 of them into a picture if you really needed to. Especially in this shot here, I wish I had 4 or 5 more just to kind of pepper across the background and stuff. So yeah. Turned out really good. Like the Dio, a bunch of rocks just slapped together. These are all real rocks, except for this guy right here is a plastic one. But the rest, these two over here, so these are all over styrofoam over here. I needed to dress this up. Like if you take this out of here and take these off, the Dio gets quite a bit more boring. So I just kind of put those throughout there, just to kind of give it a little bit more life. And as I always do, when you look at the front characters, we don't have any of the characters like totally hidden. A couple of them kind of are creeping behind something, but you can get all 4 goblins in there. So turned out really good. Very happy with this for a no name. This is definitely not going to be a winner. This is very clean. The pick turned out very clean, but Pathfinder is not popular. My Instagram, man, I don't know. Instagram sucks. Like I don't know what happened to Instagram. I was thinking about doing a video about how much Instagram sucks now. Used to be my favorite app. I always said it was the app to go to with toy stuff. It's pretty much garbage. You can't. I'll do a video about it maybe sometime. Maybe even do a short. I don't know. But like I said, my favorite place to post. I have outdoor. I have 2 toy Instagrams, and I have an outdoor one of all my little outdoor adventures. And the hashtag function is completely screwed. It's done for. Like you can't even use it really, which is kind of the whole point. I always thought of Instagram, at least. Just it's horrible. So I was thinking of doing a video complaining about it, but my engagement's just done for. Like I don't know how to get back up or anything. I'm just done. Like I get like 40 likes per picture, which I don't really care like that much. Like I love taking pictures. You know what? I'm gonna save it for another video. Let's move on to that 5th shot and finish up this video. All right, so we got our final shot here. This is one of the most frustrating pictures I've worked on in a long time. I kind of figured out I have fire here, and it wasn't like it just. I ended up dropping this and then like waiting a day, hoping things would get better. And I did figure this picture out, how to make it cool, but I'm not exactly happy with the outcome of it. But it turned out pretty cool. It's memorable. It's worth posting on in my gallery on Instagram. But I originally tried it like head on like this, with these sentinels coming out of master mold like it was a factory, and I just did not like the way it was turning out. I couldn't get the sentinels that are walking down the ramp to look right. I just did nothing was working with this. Probably like 3 or 4 years ago, I went on a army builder kick where like, I don't know, something like 12 or 13 shots. I basically picked out every army builder I had and did a bunch of pictures with them, and it's probably my greatest run of all time. Like if I look back at the 8 years I've been doing this, I look at that army builder run. It was like, I went through every single big one that we had, AIM and Hydra and the Hand and the Sentinels. And the Sentinel picture I did from that's probably in my top 5 favorite pictures I've done of all time. Looks very cool. It looks like a Pink Floyd album cover. It just turned out great. So I figured I would kind of rip that picture off to do this final one, and the magic just did not happen. Like, I was just waiting for the magic to happen, and how like sometimes you just nail it and everything comes together and it looks amazing. Like I said, that run that I did with all those army builders, it was just on fire for quite a while with those pictures and stuff. Some of my highest, most liked pictures. But yeah, it just wasn't working and just didn't work out. And the other one is kind of more like this. It just comes from this angle, and it just does not look like this does. And I worked on it, like I said, I worked on it for like an hour and a half last night. Like, I don't work on stuff very long. If I work on something for more than 45 minutes, it's a long time. Some of my greatest pictures have come out in a matter of like 3 or 4 minutes. And some of them that I've worked on a long time, I can't get to work, and this one is just one of them. I know I'm probably it's stupid of me to complain, because it is kind of a cool picture, especially with X-Men 97 coming out. But I didn't get out of this what I wanted. But like I said, it's still a pretty cool setup. It's still a really neat Sentinel factory. Like Sentinel factories are some of my favorite pictures. They're always great to do, and just getting those Sentinels out, get that master mold cutout that I bought at Luke's Toy Store. Still fun, get all that mechanical stuff in there. And then it's funny how many times I've actually paid homage to Operation Zero Tolerance, when it's like I don't really like that crossover that much from X-Men. It was kind of when the 90s X-Men was reaching it was on its downslope. It was just had gone over the slope, and it was starting to come down. It was still good. It was still better than what followed it. But I'm not really that attached to this storyline. But it's funny that I've done a bunch of pictures with Bastion and Jubilee. I think has maybe been in a couple pictures with him already. But I've probably used him like 6 or 7 times, and that's a Luke's Toy Store custom right there too. Beautiful custom. I even have a couple army builders that go with him, for more of those Sentinel Prime, I think they called them, or something. But yeah, this picture turned out good. We got that catwalk in the background to help fill in a lot more space in front of Master Mold. I could have used some stuff up on the wall behind him, maybe tack some electronic stuff up there or something. Would have made this look a little bit better. Again, I didn't get the most out of this picture. I already posted it on Instagram. I've really struggled with my last 2 pictures of this video of this week, getting them out like at the last minute. I got 3 hours, I should say. It's not that dramatic, but I have just had a hard time getting to it, and I got all next week to get to yet too. I keep telling myself I'm going to pound them out over the next couple days, since it's a weekend, and I just don't know if it's going to happen. I wanted to, but who knows. So anyways, this picture turned out good. I am very happy with the rest of the pictures that came out for week 2. I felt stronger about week 1, but week 2 there's still some fire in there. I said that Spider-Man picture is probably going to be my favorite of the year. That alien one at the beginning of this video, like looking at it on a technical level, that I think that picture is beautiful. Like, I don't know if other people look at that and see how great that turned out, but I really like how that turned out. It's pretty simple. I don't think there's not enough action, and things aren't, it's not the X-Men or something, or Spider-Man where it's going to get a bunch of likes. But it was still fun. Same thing with the Pathfinder. Like, nobody ever, I would say my least liked stuff on Instagram is Pathfinder. But I just love those Minimates. They're amazing Minimates. I should actually use them more than I already do. But anyways, guys, I think that I've rambled on long enough. Hit the like and subscribe button. Check out the description in the video from my Instagram and Facebook page. It's all sorts of cool stuff on there. And otherwise, guys, we'll see you at the next video for week 3.